Good morning. Welcome to What Up Sunday Morning, Phyllis and Lee. Phyllis, what's the Bible verse for this morning?
Psalms chapter 119, verses 1 through 6. Blessed are those whose ways are blameless, who walk according to the law of the Lord. Blessed are those who keep his statutes and seek him with all their heart. They do no wrong, but follow his ways. You have laid down the precepts that are to be fully obeyed. Oh, that my ways were steadfast in obeying your decrees. Then I would not put to shame when I consider all your commands.
Now, what does that mean to you?
When you read the word, you study the word, and you understand God's commandments. Therefore, what you read and study should manifest within you.
So, Phyllis, do you believe that there are false prophets
Oh, yeah. I do believe false prophets.
that can deceive us?
Yes, that's why they tell you read and study the word for yourself.
Okay, now you're reading the word and you're studying the word, right? Can you still be bamboozled?
Yes, you can.
So, what do you do to combat that? Now, you're reading the word and you're studying the word. So, how can you get fooled? Why should you get fooled?
Well, you probably can be fooled up to a certain point. Then you probably start questioning things that person say or do.
So, Phyllis, how do you bring someone closer to God who feel that God has abandoned them?
Well, it's your walk that they see. It's one thing to tell people anything, but when they actually see you go through what you're going through, therefore, when they see you withstand your storms or attacks or whatever that come toward you, and see that you withstand and you speak of God, grace and mercy, and Him shielding you from all your enemies that try to attack you, that resonates with certain people.
I have a question for you, fella. Growing up, right? I know you got a lot of relatives. You have a lot of friends, and who did you look at that made you want to know this God, this Jesus Christ?
My sister. I saw not only what she did for her family, but what she did for the community. She was adamant about us going to Bible study, about us going to choir rehearsal, and she would go up and down the street. She would pack us in that car like sardines. And when she told one to do something, she told all. She didn't discriminate. If you did wrong, she won't get all you in line and take care of you. So she showed me what the love of God can manifest within a person.
So how did it make you feel to know that that was your sister?
It makes me proud because the seed she sowed with not only the community children, it was her own family, her daughters, her nieces and nephews. They are really striving good today.
You speaking of Joyce, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can recall when Joyce passed away and going to her home, going that a lot of the children that came there. But let me back up. Joyce would tell me a story about her classroom, and some of the kids she had to put some fear of get right inside of them. And one little boy did something wrong. She told him, if you do so and so again, and that little boy straightened up right. And them same children came to her funeral and gave a testimony that was heartbreaking, because they said Miss White was direct and she was candid, but we knew that she loved us because everything she did from her heart. So how did it make you feel when you saw them people stand up, the children, the youth stand up and speak so highly of your sister?
Oh, first of all, I wasn't surprised. Second of all, it makes you proud that they speaking of your sibling like that. And I tell anybody, she really loved her family. But not only her family, she loved her work community. She loved her community that she lived in. We all had. She had a a very powerful presence in a lot of youth lives.
So, Phil, can you recall an incident, Phil, when you changed someone's life, bringing them closer to God?
I can't say, well, like I said, the only thing I can say is that when people know your walk without you even telling them, because like I said, when I first started this job and I went in there, the women didn't want to show me nothing. And in the end, I developed a close relationship with the manager, and she began to show me a lot of reporting. But so happened the reporting in the end, we all had to end up doing. Therefore, what she showed me, I had to show some of them. Well, I recall one woman saying, no matter how someone treated you, Phyllis, your demeanor stayed the same. So that let me know that you hell bent on not showing me nothing, but yet you knew you was being mean spirit toward me. But regardless of how you treated me, my demeanor still stayed the same with you. I was willing to show you what I had learned without any prejudice or judgmental based on how you treated me.
So isn't that the God in you?
That is God in me, but like I tell everybody, God is my protector, He's my provider, He's my employer, He's my judge, He's my attorney. He's all the above.
You know what, Phil? People sometimes they won't validate your relationship with God, but they validate your relationship with God by knowing who you really are. Now, I can recall an incident, something happened with a coworker of yours. She came to you crying about something that had happened, and you told her, dry your tears up.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Now, what happened with that, Phyllis?
No, the management had called her in, falsely accused, and pretty much the other young lady accused her of doing something. And management called her in. Well, I was a witness to everything. So I guess after they upset her, she went back and told them, Phyllis is my witness. Well, when she came back, she proceeded to tell me everything that transpired. And she said, I told them, Phyllis, you was my witness. I said, well, so what you crying for? I said, wipe your tears. I'm your witness. I'm not going to sing like them yellow canary. I sing like a black canary. I said, I would tell them what transpired and what I saw. I said, believe me, I told her, because of how I conduct myself, they're not going to come to me and say a dadgum thing. And guess what? They didn't say jack to me. Because guess what? I was not going to give oxygen to the foolishness they were trying to do upon her.
So, Phyllis, give the listener and the viewer something to carry them the rest of the week.
Just make sure the seeds you sow are right. Because believe it or not, they will come back. You want them to come back and blossom. You don't want to come back and smack you all in the face.
Is that it?
That's it.
Hey, thank you for listening to Phyllis and Lee this morning. Be mindful. No matter what you're going through, we can guarantee you one thing. It's going to be okay as long as you make God a part of your life. That's the what if guarantee. Just what if? What if you allow God to come into your life? I promise you, things will be different. Have a blessed day. And please find time to make time to tell God thank you. We're found on YouTube, Facebook, and Spotify. Have a blessed day. Thank you, Phyllis.
All right. Thank you.